Welcome to a journey through time as we explore the intriguing history of Russia. Picture a country vast in size, rich in culture, and teeming with stories that have shaped the world as we know it. From its humble beginnings to its powerful presence today, Russia's historical timeline is a captivating tale of resilience, revolution, and reinvention. We will take you through this journey in chronological order, unearthing each chapter of Russia's past. So, fasten your historical seatbelts as we delve into the origins of this vast nation. Our journey begins in the 9th century with the founding of Kievan Rus'. This federation of Slavic tribes under the rule of the Varangians was the first significant East Slavic state. The Varangians, a Scandinavian warrior elite, played a crucial role in establishing Kievan Rus', bringing with them a sense of order and governance that shaped the early state. The most famous among them was Rurik, who is often considered the founder of the Rurik dynasty that ruled Kievan Rus'. His successors continued to expand the state, reaching its peak under the rule of Yaroslav the Wise in the 11th century. Yet it was Prince Vladimir the Great, another descendant of Rurik, who truly left an indelible mark on the history of Kievan Rus'. Ascending to the throne in the late 10th century, Vladimir initiated a series of reforms that would profoundly influence the cultural and religious landscape of the state. Vladimir's most significant contribution, however, was his decision to convert to Orthodox Christianity in 988. This was no small matter. At the time, Kievan Rus' was a pagan society with a pantheon of gods. Vladimir's conversion, therefore, represented a radical break with the past. It was a decision that would have far-reaching implications for the future of Kievan Rus' and indeed for all of Russia. Orthodox Christianity became the state religion, embedding itself in every aspect of life. It influenced the arts, education, law, and even the political structure of Kievan Rus'. This adoption of Orthodox Christianity also helped to strengthen ties with Byzantium, one of the most powerful empires of the time. Thus, Kievan Rus', under the Varangians and Prince Vladimir the Great, set a course that would shape the destiny of the region. It was a path that would lead to a unique cultural, religious, and political identity, one that continues to resonate in the modern state of Russia. Thus, Kievan Rus' laid the foundation stone for what would eventually become Russia. Next, we move on to a turbulent period in Russia's history, the Mongol yoke. The Mongol invasion in the early 13th century was a pivotal moment that changed Russia's trajectory. This invasion, led by Batu Khan, grandson of Genghis Khan, wreaked havoc and devastation. The Mongols overpowered the Kievan Rus', marking the start of 2 centuries of Mongol domination, a period referred to as the Mongol yoke. During this time, the Mongols had a significant influence on the political and cultural aspects of Russia. They introduced a system of tribute known as the Yasa, which required Russian princes to pay a tax to the Mongol Khan. This system, though oppressive, inadvertently led to the rise of Moscow as a political center. Moscow was initially a small town, but it gradually grew in importance under the Mongol rule. Its location at the crossroads of several key trade routes gave it an economic advantage. Moreover, its princes played a clever game of diplomacy with the Mongols, often acting as intermediaries between the Khan and other Russian territories. This helped Moscow gain the Khan's favor and amass wealth and power. Over time, Moscow's influence grew and it started challenging the Mongol rule. The tipping point came in the year 1380 under the leadership of Prince Dmitry Donskoy. He led a coalition of Russian forces to a significant victory against the Mongols in the Battle of Kulikovo. This victory didn't end the Mongol rule immediately, but it marked the beginning of the end. It took another century for Moscow to fully shake off the Mongol yoke. Ivan III, also known as Ivan the Great, played a crucial role in this. He rejected the Mongol Yasa, significantly expanded Moscow's territory, and took on the title of Tsar, proclaiming Moscow as the Third Rome. With the fall of the Mongols, Moscow rose to prominence, setting the stage for the Tsardom of Russia. As Moscow grew in power, the Tsardom of Russia took shape, leading to the reign of the Romanov dynasty. This period, spanning from the late 16th to the early 20th century, is characterized by dramatic changes in the political and cultural landscape of Russia. The Tsardom's establishment, following the period known as the Time of Troubles, represented the end of a tumultuous era of political upheaval, famine, and foreign invasion. The ascension of the Romanov dynasty in 1613, with the young Michael Romanov taking the throne, marked the beginning of a new chapter in Russian history. This dynasty would rule Russia for over 3 centuries, leaving an indelible mark on the nation's identity. The Romanov reign saw many key events and transformative figures. One such figure was Peter the Great, a Tsar known for his efforts to modernize Russia. He introduced reforms in the military, government and society, aiming to align Russia more closely with Western Europe. His reign also saw the foundation of the city of St. Petersburg, a testament to his vision of a modern European Russia. Another renowned figure was Catherine the Great, the longest reigning female leader of Russia. She continued Peter's work, expanding the empire's boundaries and fostering a cultural golden age. Her reign marked the peak of the Russian Enlightenment, with advancements in the arts, education and politics. But it wasn't all golden ages and enlightenment. The Romanov dynasty also experienced its share of turbulence, from revolts and wars to internal conflicts. Yet despite these challenges, the dynasty shaped Russia's identity significantly. The legacy of the Romanovs can be seen in everything from the layout of cities to the structure of the government. The Romanov dynasty, despite its turbulent times, played a crucial role in shaping Russia's identity. Their reign, filled with moments of triumph and tragedy, is a testament to the resilience and tenacity of a nation that continues to influence the world stage. From the ashes of the Romanov dynasty arose the Soviet Union, a period that drastically transformed Russia. The fall of the Romanov dynasty in 1917 signaled the end of centuries-old monarchic rule and ignited the spark of a new era. The Russian Revolution, a tumultuous period of political and social revolution, swept across the country, giving birth to the Soviet Union. The Bolshevik Party, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power, marking the start of the Soviet era and the creation of one of the most powerful empires in the 20th century. The Soviet Union played a monumental role in world events during its existence. In the throes of World War II, it fought alongside the Allies, enduring immense hardship and loss. The Battle of Stalingrad, one of the deadliest battles in history, became a turning point in the war, highlighting the resilience and determination of the Soviet people. The Cold War era, a time of political and military tension between the Soviet Union and Western powers, particularly the United States, further shaped the course of the Soviet Union and its global influence. It was a period marked by space races, arms races, and ideological battles. The Soviet Union, in its quest to promote communism, left indelible marks on the geopolitical landscape. However, the Soviet era was not without its trials. Economic difficulties, political repression, and social unrest were prevalent, leading to the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. From its ashes rose the Russian Federation, the successor state to the Soviet Union, marking the birth of modern Russia. Today's Russia, under the leadership of President Vladimir Putin, continues to be a key player on the global stage. From its rich culture and history to its political and economic might, Russia continues to shape world events, carrying the legacy of both its Tsarist and Soviet past. The Soviet era, marked by both triumphs and trials, paved the way for the Russia we know today. Our journey through Russia's history, though brief, has been nothing short of enlightening. We've traced the roots of this great nation to the establishment of Kievan Ruses, a federation of Slavic tribes under the leadership of Varangian warrior elites. From there, we dived into the era of the Mongol yoke, a tumultuous period that nonetheless saw the rise of Moscow as a political and spiritual center. We then witnessed the birth of the Tsardom of Russia, marking the country's emergence as a multi-ethnic and multi-confessional state. This was followed by the reign of the Romanov dynasty, a period of exceptional growth and imperial expansion, but also of deep social unrest and ultimate revolution. The Soviet Union era brought us face to face with a radically transformed Russia, a superpower that played a pivotal role in shaping the 20th century. And finally, we explored modern Russia, a nation constantly evolving and yet firmly rooted in its rich and complex past. From the early days of Kievan Ruses to the present day, Russia's history is a testament to the nation's resilience and determination. It's a story of survival, transformation and innovation, of czars and commissars, revolutionaries and reformers. Through every age and era, Russia has remained a fascinating enigma, a country that continues to influence world events in profound ways. Thank you for joining this historical journey. Until next time, keep exploring.